Imagine owning a Rolex without emptying your wallet. It's not a dream, but a reality we're about to explore. We're diving into the world of entry-level Rolex watches that offer the luxury, craftsmanship, and prestige of the brand, all without a sky-high price tag. We'll also unveil a selection of affordable Rolex timepieces that every watch enthusiast should consider. Stick around to the end to discover these accessible Rolex gems, and you'll see why you don't need a hefty bank account to indulge in the world of Rolex. So without further ado, here are some entry-level Rolex watches that won't break your bank. Rolex Oyster Perpetual. The Rolex Oyster Perpetual includes many of the innovations that Rolex is famous for, and it even features some of the most advanced technology. The 33mm or 41mm case of this watch is made from tough 904L stainless steel and can withstand water pressure up to 100 meters deep. The middle part of the case is carved from a single piece of steel, making it incredibly sturdy. The crown is well protected from the elements with the innovative twin lock system, and the sapphire crystal is highly resistant to scratches. Both sizes of this model are powered by the Rolex-made self-winding caliber 3230. This movement is officially certified as a Swiss chronometer, which means it's known for its precision and reliability. It also has an impressive 70-hour power reserve. Enthusiasts appreciate the free-sprung balance, a feature found in significant movements, which enhances precision. The groundbreaking blue parachrome hairspring offers excellent resistance to shocks, magnetic fields, and temperature changes. The Rolex Oyster Perpetual starts at $5,600 when purchased directly from a retailer. Oyster Perpetual Date. This watch has the same Rolex charm as its larger counterparts, but it's smaller in size, so you should be comfortable with that. The same considerations apply when it comes to whether you want the original box and papers or prefer a vintage or modern option. Vintage 34mm Oyster Perpetual Date watches start at around $2,500. The most recent 34mm, known as Reference 15200, was produced until the early 2000s. It features a sapphire crystal, the iconic Rolex Cyclops date magnifier, and the renowned Rolex caliber 3135. You can find this watch on the market for anywhere between $4,000 and $6,000. Similar to the smaller Rolex Datejust, the 34mm Rolex Oyster Perpetual Date is suitable for both men and women. For women, Rolex also offers a fantastic and affordable alternative, Rolex Lady Datejust. The Rolex Lady Datejust is a perfect example of a beautiful and affordable Rolex watch designed for women. It shares the same stunning appearance as its larger counterpart, but comes in a much smaller size compared to the standard 36mm version. The current Lady Datejust measures 28mm, while earlier models were available in 26 and 31mm. The 31mm version is considered a mid-size Datejust, but it's primarily intended for women. The pink and salmon dial options, in particular, are exceptionally charming. If your loved ones appreciates diamonds, there are several options with these precious stones on the dial, and they are often priced below $6,000. Prices for the Lady Datejust start at approximately $3,000. Rolex Milgauss. In 1956, Rolex introduced the Milgauss, specifically designed for engineers and professionals working in environments with strong magnetic fields. In 2007, Rolex launched a new version of the Milgauss to combat these magnetic fields, taking inspiration from the original model's orange lightning bolt shape second-hand. The key feature of the Milgauss is its electromagnetic shield inside the case, which acts as the first line of defense. It surrounds and protects the movement and is constructed from ferromagnetic alloys. Rolex patented this concept back in 1956, and it has since been further refined. The Rolex Milgauss is available for purchase, with prices starting at $8,300. Rolex Datejust. For many years, the Rolex Datejust has been considered the perfect starter watch, and it's hard to find anything better. This watch has a classic design that goes well with almost any outfit. Plus, it's great for everyday wear because it's tough and easy to take care of. However, the prices for brand new steel Rolex Datejust watches have gone up, making it challenging to get one at a reasonable cost. If your wrist can handle it, go for the 36mm version. This is the traditional Rolex Datejust that works well for both men and women, and you can find one for less than $5,000. Unfortunately, the larger 41mm size is much more expensive, and you won't find one at that price. Rolex Submariner. A beloved favorite among watch enthusiasts, had an eventful year in 2020. This iconic timepiece is highly regarded and is a must-have for any Rolex collector. However, in the previous year, the 40mm models were phased out and replaced with 41mm versions. Despite these minor changes, the earlier iterations of the Submariner remained excellent investment pieces. One of the best choices among the older 40mm Submariners is the reference 16610. It's one of the more affordable Submariner models and has already shown significant value appreciation, increasing by more than 15% in 2020 alone. This is a promising sign of even greater value in the future. Rolex Oysterdate. The Rolex Oysterdate is a vintage Rolex watch that's a great choice if you're on a tight budget. It made its debut in the early 1950s and remained in production until 1989. Back in its day, the Oysterdate was Rolex's entry-level model, and it was entirely made of stainless steel with no precious metals involved. Oysterdate watches have also always been equipped with non-chronometer certified manual movements. If you don't mind winding your watch regularly and you're in search of a genuine vintage Rolex experience, the Oysterdate could be the right choice for you. These watches typically cost between $3,000 and $4,000, making them one of the most affordable vintage Rolex options. Rolex Sea Dweller. The Rolex Sea Dweller has often been overshadowed by the Rolex Submariner, but this actually offers a significant opportunity for savvy investors. With its superior durability features compared to the Submariner, is a wise addition to any watch collector's portfolio. Each version of this model has the potential for solid returns and is often underestimated in the market. Rolex Day-Date President. The pandemic has led to a surge in gold prices, and this trend has significantly impacted the value of gold Rolex watches. The Rolex President, as it's often called, is widely recognized as one of the finest gold watches ever made. It's not just a beautiful accessory, but also a secure and impressive investment. The value of a Rolex President is expected to consistently increase over time, and it's unlikely to ever be considered a vintage wristwatch. One option to consider is the vintage reference 118238. While it may seem expensive at over $23,300, it's actually much more affordable than the current models. If the price of gold continues to rise, investing in this timepiece could yield a fantastic return on investment in the future. This concludes the list of entry-level Rolex watches. With all this being said, which of these watches do you want your wrists to adorn with? Share them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and before leaving this video, be sure that you are already subscribed to Luxury Focus to stay ahead of all the latest news in the world of watches. See you next time!